to be built in a way that honoured the protected sightlines of the cathedral.
बिल्डिंग तो जो
Also, the City of London School coming up
London
on
से भाई
top
खतरनाक
you'll notice as a large glass atrium in the middle. This is so that
Thomas
St Paul's
River.
Cathedral is observable directly through the building from the river. Opposite St Paul's Cathedral, to our right, this building with the 325-foot brick chimney was once the Bankside Power Station.
335 मीटर ऊंची
It closed in the 1980s due to the amount of pollution it was causing, but the building reopened in the year 2000 as the Tate Modern Art Gallery. It's my personal favourite art gallery in London. It's the UK's largest collection of modern art, and it is free to enter. I definitely recommend a visit if you ever get the chance. Loads of weird and wacky pieces of modern art to see in there. Next up on the right, you'll see a round white building with a thatched roof. This is Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, or a reconstruction anyway. In 1970, American director Sam Wanamaker came to England hoping to find a monument to Britain's greatest playwright, Bill Shakespeare. And he found absolutely nothing. So he took it upon himself to build this reconstruction. Completed in 1997, they used all the same Elizabethan construction methods as the original. So that means no electric tools were used to build the Globe Theatre here. It's made from green oak wood, carved and shaped by hand, and that is the only thatched roof you'll see in London too. Thatch was outlawed in London after the Great Fire for being a catalyst to the flames, but they got special permission for that roof as part of its authentic reproduction. The original Globe Theatre stood in this area until 1613, when they put on a production by Henry VIII. And I have to admit, Henry VIII, not one of Shakespeare's most exciting plays. But they decided to liven it up by introducing a live cannon to the theatre to create the sound effects of thunder. The sparks from the cannon landed on the thatched roof, setting the theatre ablaze.
रेलवे ब्रिज ट्रेन जाएगी ट्रेन मेट्रो
Coming up on the right, you'll see a small brick building with red windows. This is the Anchor, one of the oldest riverside pubs in London. There's been a tavern or alehouse on this spot for about 800 years. Loads of famous people across London's history have drank here, notably many famous writers. Dr. Samuel Johnson made one of the first English dictionaries, Charles Dickens frequented it, and William Shakespeare possibly drank here too. At least until he was barred. The Anchor Tavern was also once a popular meeting spot for pirates and smugglers. Speaking of which, look to your right, you will see this is a reconstruction of Francis Drake's Golden Hind. In 1577, Francis Drake set sail on the original Golden Hind, becoming the first Englishman to circumnavigate the globe. However, he kind of did so by accident. His real objective was to steal lots and lots of gold, mainly from Spanish ships. He stole all their stuff. He did not fancy facing them again, so he just kept going in a straight line until he went around the entire world, came back to England. And when he got back here, how did we punish Francis Drake for his piracy? We did not. Instead, he amassed so much gold, he was able to pay off England's national debt 3 times over. Queen Elizabeth I was very grateful and gave him a knighthood. Who said crime doesn't pay? Now, very briefly, to our left, between these buildings, you'll see a tall stone column with a golden shape at the top. That is the Monument, another design by Sir Christopher Wren. It was built after the Great Fire of London to serve as a monument to the fire and act as an observation platform. You can still go to the top of the monument today. It's got 311 steps. There's no lift, but the views from the top are excellent. I like to say it's also a monument to the Great Fire because by the time you get to the top, your thighs will be burning. But now it is time for the thing you were all coming in to see today, I'm sure. the magnificent, world
લંડન બ્રિજ
famous
આગળ એરિયો
London Bridge.
ક્રુઝની આગળ
The magnificent, world famous London Bridge is directly behind us. We just went underneath it.
વચ્ચેથી ખુલે એવું
Yep, that rather dull concrete bridge behind you all is London Bridge. The bridge ahead of us is Tower Bridge. But do not worry, you get them mixed up. Even Google gets it wrong.
લંડન બ્રિજ
If
છે
you search
વચ્ચેથી
online
ખુલે
for
આખું
London Bridge, it will often just show you pictures of Tower Bridge. And also the singer, Fergie, from the Black Eyed Peas.